And a good evening, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to Rockhounds Baseball. Tonight is the second game of our 4-game set between the visiting San Antonio Missions and your home team, the Oakland A's affiliate, your Midland Rockhounds. Tomorrow night will be our third game of this 4-game set. Don't forget, we will have our morning game, beginning our final game of this 4-game series. Missions will head back home as they'll take on the Frisco Rough Riders in the Midland Rockhounds. And most likely that will do it for the 8-game homestand at San Antonio. Go online now and purchase and print your tickets from home. Also, download the First Pitch app, and you can download that in any smartphone. Well, we are here in Franco Park as we begin our next game. 7 o'clock and overcast for this evening's game, and most likely it will be a good one. Well, fans, get out your starting lineups, because here is the starting San Antonio Missions. Leading off in center field, Billy Richter. Batting second, the shortstop, Rodney Finch. Batting third, the first baseman, Felipe Rodriguez. Batting fourth in right field, Edgar Aramis. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Robbie Hunt. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Roger Serrano. Batting seventh in left field, Howard Ferguson. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Kenny McClendon. In batting ninth, the catcher, Chad Taylor. And on the mound for the visiting San Antonio Missions, Brett Kennedy. Kennedy on the mound for San Antonio. And now here is the starting lineup for your home team, the Midland Rockhounds. Leading off for the Rockhounds, Freddie Eldred. Batting in center field, Matt McNeil. Batting third, the third baseman, Felipe Delgadio. Batting fourth in left field, Antoine Schaefer. Batting fifth, the catcher, Chris Corona. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Raymond Vega. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Willard Lloyd. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Adrian Lines. Batting ninth in right field, Herb McLean. And on the mound for the Midland Rockhounds, Kalidas Yang. Yang on the mound for the Midland Rockhounds. And that is tonight's starting lineups.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Ought to be a good one here between the San Antonio Missions and the Midland Rockhounds. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Cletus Yang, a right-hander from Michigan, is the starter on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this guy also uses that pitch that's kind of in vogue in the game now, that cutter. It looks to the hitter like a four-seam fastball, and the next thing you know, it's running in on you. Mariano Rivera used that pitch exclusively in the ninth inning and broke a lot of bats, and this guy joins a long list of guys that have added the cutter to his repertoire.
At the plate, Billy Richter. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Vega is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. What's this club going to need to focus on this evening, Mark?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. One out, nobody on. Liner toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Now at the plate, Felipe Rodriguez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Now the pitch. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Softly hit here to the left side. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
There's a changeup down in the zone. Not a bad pitch, but with 2 strikes, not the kind of pitch you're looking for. 0-1 or 0-2.
Sometimes you got to scramble those, Danny. It's a testament to all the work he's been putting in underneath in the tunnel, staying through the baseball.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Yeah, I love a team that keeps fighting with 2 outs like they did here. The previous batter gets on board with a single, and his teammate does even better with an absolute bomb. That's good baseball.
Designated hitter.
Stepping in now, Robbie Hunt. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Left side, Delgado loves it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. San Antonio's out in front, 2-0. Number 60, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Now at the plate, Freddie Eldred. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rockhounds. Designated hitter, Freddie Eldred.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. A fastball that just misses inside. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Now 1-2.
Missed with a breaking ball.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in this.
Striding into the box, Matt McNeil. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. Strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The next 0-2. And another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Lays off 2 and 2 now.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
High in the air down the right field line. Armas is after it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third baseman, Felipe Delgado.
Now to the plate, Felipe Delgado. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. 2 out, nobody on. And the 1-0 is sent out to straightaway center field. Richter will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Missions lead it 2-0. So digging in now, Roger Serrano, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Fastball in there for a called strike. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Here it comes, 0-2. Soft liner towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Standing in now, Howard Ferguson, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here.
No, come on. No.
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as they move on top 4-0.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Into the box now, Kenny McClendon, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No outs, nobody on. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has, an absolute howitzer.
Now batting, Chad Taylor. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Well, that's the second home run of the inning, and their lead grows bigger. It's like a runaway train on a downhill slope right now. And the other guys are trying to throw twigs in the spokes to stop it.
Now batting, the center fielder.
In now, Billy Richter, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 0-1 1. Lifted into the air out towards center field. McNeil moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, Georgia, Rodney Finch.
So striding in, Rodney Finch, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
And that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Into the box, Felipe Rodriguez. 0-1 the count. Three runs already home here. To third. Scooped up. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom of the second. San Antonio's out in front, 5-0. Stepping in, Antoine Schaefer. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Comes right after him with a fast strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And one of the best guys on the defensive side of the ball today is going to be manning left field. Unbelievable range out there, the ability to go back on balls, not fearful of the wall at all, and has a strong and accurate arm.
At the plate, Chris Corona. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A bouncer up the middle. Finch ranging up the middle. And that's the second out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Into the box, Ramon Vega. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball 1. Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
Second baseman, Willard Lloyd.
Stepping up to the plate, Willard Lloyd. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. He's set, and the pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Vega is off at first with 2 away. Line towards center field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. ready to take his hacks again. Edgar Armas, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Stepping in now, Robbie Hunt. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field as they pile on. It's now 6-0. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
A base hit in his first trip. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right over the middle, knee high. One out, nobody on. Hit sharply on the ground. Lyons fields it cleanly, and there's out number 2.
The left fielder, number 4, Howard Ferguson.
Digging in to try it again, Howard Ferguson. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
Yeah, and most guys that hit for the cycle can get a single or a double but struggle with the rest. Not this guy. He's already got the homer and the triple, so the hardest parts are out of the way. We'll see what the rest of the game holds in store.
Standing in now, Kenny McClendon, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's 7-0. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
The pitcher hadn't recovered from the sting of giving up a triple, and then he gets belted for a double. The lead grows, and the guy on the mound is probably wondering if his day is going to be ending soon.
Into the box now, Chad Taylor, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
Very rarely, Matt, do you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
There's a well hit ball out to right center field. And the runner from second is in to score. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Now out of of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers. Babe Eldridge is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Eldridge.
In now, Billy Richter. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And he's in there easily. It's a stand-up triple.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get. And boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Into the box, Rodney Finch slapped hard the opposite way. But the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the third out. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Missions lead it 9-0. Ready now, Adrian Lyons.
Leading off for the Rockhounds, the shortstop, Adrian Lyons.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
The windup and the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Ferguson. It gets down, and that'll be extra bases on their first hit of the game. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Other than a home run, there aren't a whole lot of better ways to start an inning than a triple. Pretty good chance of at least getting 1 run in this inning now.
Stepping in now, Herb McLean. He'll swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. Rodriguez is there, 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Freddie Eldridge.
Next will be the designated hitter, Freddie Eldridge, 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Well, when you're down a bunch of runs, you know the last thing they want to do is walk you. So right there, he picks on a good one to hit and plants it right over the wall.
Standing in now, Matt McNeil, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Little chopper back to the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Felipe Delgado.
Striding in once again, Felipe Delgado. He flew out in his last at-bat. first pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. And a fastball just a bit high.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Oh, they think they may have gotten him again. This one's hit deep to left field, and for the second time in the inning, the gopher ball will come back to bite him. It's a home run. Solo shot here to left, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world, and when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it just like he did there.
Now batting, left fielder, Antoine Schaefer.
Into the box now, Antoine Schaefer. Lifted in the air to center. Richter giving chase. And that retires the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the top of inning number 4. San Antonio's out in front, 9-3. Felipe Rodriguez.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. And clearly he was off his game this evening. Ready for another shot now, Robbie Hunt.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Missions lead it 9-3. Into the box now, Chris Corona. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
And there's one down now.
Now batting, third baseman, Ramon Vega.
Coming to the plate now, Ramon Vega. Here it comes. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Line to the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a 9.
Into the box, Willard Lloyd.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Vega, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Armas on the move, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
In now, Adrian Lyons, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. Here's the 0-1, and it's fouled away. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Ferguson shading to his right, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 9-4 ball game.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Digging in, Herb McLean. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. From the belt, kicks and deals. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The 1-1 home. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. San Antonio's out in front, 9-4. Striding in, Roger Serrano. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Serrano.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear.
Standing in now, Howard Ferguson.
He swings and sends a bullet to right field.
McLean is there to put it away for out number 1. On to first, a double play. Stepping up now, Kenny McClendon. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 hit's all they get. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Missions lead it 9-4. Ready to take his hacks again, Freddie Eldred, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Armas has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
Now batting.
Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. So coming to the plate, Matt McNeil. First offering on its way. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Ball 2. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. One out, nobody on. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game as they've cut this deficit down to 4. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Skipper out of the dugout making the slow trek to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here. And you know he would have loved 1 more out to qualify for the win, but he's gone nonetheless after 4 2/3. Ramon Cortez gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Ramon Cortez.
Stepping in now, Antoine Schaefer.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
McClendon scoops it up. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. San Antonio's out in front, 9-5. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Chad Taylor already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First offering on its way. Line towards center field. McNeil is there, and he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box, Billy Richter.
He swings and grounds it to short.
And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now batting, Georgia, Rodney Finch.
Standing in, Rodney Finch. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball right side. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Felipe Rodriguez.
Into the box now, Felipe Rodriguez. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. So now they'll have two men in scoring position following the two-out double.
Wow, when you're swinging the bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his third hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
Edgar Armas will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a two-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. From the stretch. Swing and a liner. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. One run is in. Throw comes to second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Missions lead it 11-5. Leading off the inning, Chris Corona, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Count is 1-2 now.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Heading out towards shallow right. Armas is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Ramon Vega.
Into the box now, Ramon Vega. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Belt high and right down the middle for. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A high fastball is in there.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Armas is in pursuit, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter number 14, second baseman, Willard Lloyd.
Ready once again, Willard Lloyd. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. His fastball that misses.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Adrian Lyons. And he lays off there, 1-0. The 1-0 home is in off the plate.
Ball 2.
Lloyd, the runner at first with 2 gone. High in the air out to center field. Richter moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network. We're off to the 7th inning now, but first let's have a look at our game summary to see how we got here. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Robbie Hunt. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First offering on its way. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
In now, Roger Serrano, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, don't take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Into the box, Howard Ferguson.
He swings and sends a bullet to right field.
McLean is there, 1 away. The relay throw. Throw won't get him.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
So stepping in, Kenny McClendon, and their runners at the corners now. He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Schaefer racing back at the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and the throw in gets away from him.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
Into the box now, Chad Taylor.
He swings, and it's a line drive to left center.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And the second run will score as well.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that you said it, Dero. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get 1 more at bat in this one.
Stepping in now, Billy Richter, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Standing in now, Rodney Finch, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Right side, but it's well foul. The 0-2 once more. Line towards center field. McNeil is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Felipe Rodriguez.
Digging in, Felipe Rodriguez. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. Schaefer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. San Antonio's out in front, 14-5. At the plate, Herb McLean. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat.
Herb McLean.
This is line to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Into the box, Freddie Eldred, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Now at the plate, Matt McNeil. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. The 0-2 delivery. Lifted down the line in left. Ferguson sprinting after it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Felipe Delgado will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. McClendon is there. And that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 8th inning coming up. The Missions lead it 14-6. So here's the cleanup hitter, Edgar Armas. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Wah, wah, wah. Yo.
Rich Talbot enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Rich Talbot. Now batting. Designated hitter.
Into the box now, Robbie Hunt. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs.
Yikes. Oh, my grandma. Whoa.
So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. Stepping in now, Roger Serrano. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The batter, left fielder, Howard Ferguson.
Coming to the plate now, Howard Ferguson. His line so far, 2 for 4, but the hits are a home run and a triple. First delivery to him on the way. Hit out towards second. Oh, what a stop. He gathers the throw. Touche, sir.
That was a great defensive play there. And you know, he's not the guy you'd necessarily expect to make a play like that. He's not known for his glove skills.
Standing in now, Kenny McClendon as he rips
it on the ground to second.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. He is out. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. San Antonio's out in front, 16-6. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Antoine Schaefer.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Antoine Schaefer becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Stepping in, Chris Corona. First pitch coming, here it is. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. And now we're going to have a delay as some nitwit has jumped over the railing and is running around in right field. And of course we will not show this to you, but suffice to say that local security has got him surrounded and he can look forward to spending the rest of this evening in the cooler. Ready for another chance? Ramon Vega. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
1-1. He's taken high above the zone. On the ground up the middle. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Digging in now, Chad Taylor. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance.
Chad Taylor.
First pitch on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Now batting, the center fielder, Billy.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Billy Richter, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here's the first pitch to him. This is on the ground over to first. Vega takes it in. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, shortstop, Rodney Finch.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rodney Finch. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted into center field. McNeil is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Nothing doing here this half. One more shot coming up. Will go to the Missions lead it 16-6. Now in the box, Willard Lloyd starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
1-0 the count. The 1-0. Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line, but foul. Belted high and deep into right center. Armas going back on it, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. Lloyd takes the turn at third. He wants it all. Safe at the plate. And the gap shortens, but still plenty of work to do.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Into the box, Adrian Lyons. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And now a pitch on the way.
Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Back up the middle. McClendon ranges to his right. On the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Right fielder, Herb McLean.
Stepping into the box, Herb McLean. Here's the first pitch to him. Lays off 1-0. Ball two now. One out, nobody on. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Popped him up. Rodriguez is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
In now, Freddie Eldred. As he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Richter is after it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
16-7 this evening. The Missions jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ramon Cortez earns the victory on the mound. Cletus Yang gave up a whopping 9 earned runs in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours.
And tonight's game comes to a close as the second game on this Friday night will wrap up as the San Antonio Missions will clinch this win, their 10th of this 2015 season. Well, gotta say, with the report of that one guy going inside the cooler, apparently he will be facing a $500 fine and a little bit of jail time tonight. Well, tomorrow is Saturday, April 25th, as we will have our night game, and we'll wrap up the series Sunday afternoon as the San Antonio Missions will wrap up the 4-game set at Midland. Missions return home as they'll take on the visiting Frisco Rough Riders in a 4-game set before the Midland Rockhounds will head to San Antonio and play 4-game sets. Well, we got the rest of the schedule as we go through this one. Apparently, with the end of the Hooks and Frisco Rough Riders games, Corpus Christi Hooks playing the Frisco Rough Riders been rained out the first time in this 2019 or 2015 season. Sorry. So most likely there will be a doubleheader for tomorrow afternoon, as the Corpus Christi Hooks will play their second and third games in their 4-game matchup. And gotta say, the Midland Rockhounds getting defeated tonight for the Missions winning this one. Well, gotta say, the San Antonio Missions take the 10th win of this 2015 season, as the Midland Rockhounds fall in defeat in a final of 7-16. So the Rockhounds will get their 4th loss. So they'll be 9-4. Missions 10-2. Frisco and Corpus Christi will stay the same, 8-3 and 4-7, as we go through this one. Well, the Northwest Arkansas Naturals will lose to the Tulsa Drillers by a final score of 9-1. So the Northwest Arkansas Naturals will get their 7th loss, and the Arkansas Travelers losing at Springfield by a final of 9-3. So most likely Springfield and Tulsa both will pick up the wins. And most likely, in the North Division in the Texas League, Springfield and Tulsa are both tied up with 7 apiece. Arkansas and Northwest Arkansas will be at 6-7. Well, tomorrow is Game 3 of this 4-game set. And don't forget that we'll wrap up Sunday afternoon. The Missions and the Rockhounds will play each other, and the San Antonio Missions will return back home as they'll take on 4-game set with the Frisco Rough Riders, a Double-A affiliate of the Texas Rangers. The Midland Rockhounds, the Double-A affiliate for the Oakland A's, will head to San Antonio. And gotta say, we will start our new month. We begin May. The Midland Rockhounds will play the Missions on Friday, May 1st. So the series will wrap up on Monday, May 4th. And that will be the final game in that 8-game homestand. On Tuesday, May 5th, San Antonio will head to Frisco, playing the Frisco Rough Riders in a 4-game series. Then the San Antonio Missions on Saturday, May 9th, will play host the Corpus Christi Hooks. Do believe in a 4-game set. Then on Wednesday, May 13th, we'll have our off day. And San Antonio will head back to Midland beginning on Thursday, May 14th. Gotta say, this day was pretty fun, and even though two bowl teams, Corpus Christi and Frisco, will make up their doubleheader beginning Saturday afternoon. Game 1 will be at 4:05 with the 7-inning stand. And then Game 2 approaching to 7 innings. Well, this will just about do it for the Rockhounds baseball final from Midland. San Antonio 16, and the Rockhounds 7.